Welcome to Pharmacy Prep. I am thrilled to announce that today I'd like to present you Evaluating Exam 2025 Study Plan, which is based on new blueprint that is recently announced by Pharmacy Examination Board of Canada. Let's start. Well, before I start further, let me introduce myself. My name is Misbah Biabani. I've been instructor here at Pharmacy Prep for the last 25 years. So in the past 25 years of my experience, I had the honor and privilege to teach thousands of pharmacy students, and most of them, they all have successfully passed their exams, and now currently they're working as a pharmacist or pharmacy managers, pharmacy owners, and also in higher positions of pharmacy chains and also pharmacy corporations. All I can say, with that huge and massive experience, I can definitely tell you that all those being taught here in the pharmacy preps are very effective, very useful, and you will have a less errors in your preparation. So therefore, this will definitely helps you to pass your exam. So all I can tell you with this huge experience, also I like to share lots of critical thinking and also problem solving skills of questions and answers in during the live lecture classes. All right, so now let's go back to the study plan. So let's see how do we master this evaluating exam preparation and also now focusing on the new blueprint of that is 2025 blueprint. So first off, I like to discuss overview of PEBC new blueprint for 2025, and then after that I like to discuss how this 15 weeks or 4 months study plan would cover 4 years of PharmD program syllabus. That must be really like amazing to know how can you compress all those 4 years of syllabus into 15 weeks or 4 months and then make sure that you study everything that helps you to pass the exam. So that is what structured preparation means. And also I'll talk about the weekly live lecture schedules and also the most popular evaluating exam review book that is called Dr. Misbah book. Now we have a new edition 2025. I like to also discuss about it. And then most importantly, the key part of the exam is questions and answers. So whatever questions and answers you practice in the question bank, which is present in question bank as a chapter wise, and also in the format of computer based test format, and also mock exam formats. So, and also how do we stay ahead in daily study schedules to make sure that you successfully complete these exams. All right, first off, let's start with the new blueprint 2025. In this new blueprint, the big changes is, of course, pharmacy practice, which is a 55% of the exam, and then pharmaceutical sciences, that is 25%, and then social behavioral administrative sciences, that is 20%. So these three sections of the exam combined is 100%. Well, one thing which is big change happened is earlier there used to be biomedical sciences. Now no longer biomedical sciences exist. However, some of the components of biomedical sciences like pathophysiology and also some biomedical science components are being added into the pharmacy practice section. And then social behavioral sciences have been expanded to 20% by adding new topics on healthcare system, cultural diversity, and also healthcare system in the native communities, etc. So those are the new additions of the new blueprint, which is included in our exam preparation courses. And then let's see how this 15 weeks study plan works. So you divide study plan in the 15 weeks, month 1, 2, 3, and 4. So each month you have a week 1, week 2, week 3, and 4. And let's say this first week, 4 weeks could take pharmaceutical sciences, which is 25%, and then the other 2 weeks, 2 months, which is the other 8 weeks for pharmacy practice, which is half of the exam, and then social behavioral sciences, administrative sciences. So, well, generally weeks before the exam is time to revise and recap, and also practicing final mock exams. So that is what covered here in this 15 weeks. Live lectures are scheduled 2 days per week, and those 2 days are Saturdays and Sundays, and both days, those are live lectures are covered. And during these live lectures, mainly focused on the must read topics from the blueprint. I mean, there are some topics in the exam are most likely or almost definite topics, mean those are definite questions come from those topics. So therefore, that should be the primary focus, and that is what given in our study plan and agenda. And those, and then simplifying the concepts, especially difficult concepts, so such a way that students can able to solve the questions and answers, and then also simplifying the calculations, pharmacokinetics, and also clinical pharmacy practice, pharmacology topics, so that way students can solve those questions and answers in the exam with those concepts. And then throughout the live lectures, we present the pointers where questions come from those topics and discussing on those points, and taking those sample questions and discussing on those sample questions about how to solve them. And also, we recommend the students to make a concise short notes for the each subject in the class, such a way that that may be useful in revision purpose before the exams. Here I like to show you where those live lectures are presented in online platform. This is the online platform ePrep, that is a pharmacy prep proprietary online platform that enables you live lectures access to the classes. Here, once you click this live lectures link on the right hand side of the ePrep, in this is for the evaluating exam course, you will find a calendar. In those calendars, you will find the links that enables you to the classes live lecture links. So that way you don't need to download or upload any other systems from this one. Also, you will have study plans. In the study plans, you will also find agenda. This agenda is a breakdown of the chapters, topics that will be each week that lectures will happen. So like weekly basis, those topics are divided. So for example, in the week 4, here you have pharmacokinetics, pharmaceutical sciences. These topics are taught, so therefore students are or knew them before the classes, so that way they have sufficient time to prepare from those topics before even they attend the class on the week 4. And right after this, these also those lectures, live lecture links, after the live lectures, those live lectures also linked as a recorded lectures in the online platform, in the same platform, and you will find recorded lectures. So if you go to the again study plan here, the study plan, if you go week 1, week 2, etc., let's say here you have a week 1 and week 2, those are the recorded lectures where after in case for some reason if you miss those lectures, you also have a chance to go back and listen these lectures from here, from these points. So therefore, these are all options accessible to the student from these points. So in short, these live lectures are structured such a way that it covers the entire syllabus. And yes, those recorded lectures are found weekly basis on those particular week after completing those lectures on that same day or next day after the lecture. All right, next point is about the resources for the exam preparation. So resources, I mean the reference books, where you need the best reference book to study, so that way the reference book that covers entire syllabus. And this is the reference book that is a Pharmacy Prep Evaluating Review and Guide, and it is also known as Dr. Misbah book. And this book has been updated every 6 months on every exam, and been published last 25 years, and thousands of students have used this book. So therefore, I'm confident that this is a very accurate and specific, exam specific focus, and all the topic that is covered here, that covered the entire syllabus, and also it does focused on the exam relevant type of points that are expected in the exams. And this reference, along with the additional references such as clinical pharmacology, along with the evaluating review book, additionally, we also recommend clinical pharmacology book that is published at Pharmacy Prep. And these clinical pharmacology books also covers partially topics that are relevant to the pharmacy practice section, which is a 55% of the exam. So therefore, two references. And additionally, there is a review book for calculations, which is also included in the online in the platform, where students can follow the specific topics related to calculations that are expected, highly expected in the exam. So calculation is another topic for most students require more extra help. So therefore, Pharmacy Prep offer those extra helps to make sure that students are perfected in the calculations that are. So next, I like to talk about the most important part of the study plan for the evaluating exam is MCQ Bank. That means is this contains practice questions, chapter wise, questions and answers, and each chapters on each topic that contain questions and answers, which helps to learn how to solve the questions and answers, and also improves critical thinking. So these chapter wise questions are very important part, and that specifically focus on that particular chapter. Let me show you where do you find those chapter wise questions and answers. So you'll find those chapter wise questions and answers in Pharmacy Prep ePrep online platform. If you go to the each chapter wise, for example, pharmacokinetics, once you click those pharmacokinetics, here you have those um, chapters. And in the chapters, we do have question alerts. Question alerts points to the where there is a questions can come from these chapters. For example, these question alerts and the distribution points to the where questions on this, like for example, the compartment model for pharmacokinetic question, simplest drug administration, etc., is pointed here. And this further on top here, you can access practice questions and answers by clicking on Q&A section here. So once you've clicked this, you will have a long list of questions, number of questions for each chapter, and then this helps you to think and guess your answer. After guessing, click and you will find your answers. And then answers also explained here in details. So that's a practice questions and answers. The second type of questions are the computer-based test questions. So computer-based test questions are like tells you they are designed to simulate like a real exam. So basically, real exam happens in computer-based test format, and they are pretty much designed to do exactly like a real test. So what is that exactly the real test means? They are, first of all, they are timed. They goes through the specific time period, because when you go to the actual exam and now when you study at home, the major difference is the actual exam you have pressure to finish then within the time. So therefore, this helps you to do this one. And also learning method of flogging question and also unflogging them, etc., like identifying those specific answers, like those are you this also can help you to learn this, like how does it helps in the real exam. So these are computer based tests. And then other third format of the other question is called mock exam questions. So what is exactly mock exam questions means? They are basically given simulated exams. However, their answers and description of the answers are presented here. So it is a kind of reading format, and they are most relevant to the exam. And this will quick reading with answers that helps you to learn faster and effectively all your answers within a given short period of time. This is the third format of questions and answers called mock exam formats. Then after completing these mock exams, then you can assess your um, scores in the exam. How was your scores by going to the scorecards? So scorecards shows you your performance in your preparation. For example, say if, just give you one example here. So here this shows you what were the answers are incorrect, and if it is incorrect, and then what was the correct answer. So that way it creates you a profile of your scorecards. So that scorecard as helps in assessing your readiness and how your preparation is improving, and also helps you to identify weak areas where you can focus more. Additional extra time can be given to study those topics more. So therefore this score cards and helps in assessing your preparation and improve your weak areas to make a stronger preparation on them. All right, next I like to give you the daily study schedules, how you should plan your daily schedules. So let's start off with you can divide your day in. I know most of you are working, so therefore, while working, still you can prepare for the exam. So let's say if you have in a day 6 hours. Okay, so let's say you can divide morning hours, early morning, and like other than Saturday, Sunday, other live lecture days, the rest of the days in the morning, you can start at 6:30 a.m., then can continue till 10. So you have about 3 to 4 hours time in the morning. So that gives you, that's the time you should study specific topics of the each week that has been given to you in the study plan. And then afternoon, like once you finish your work in the evening, then you have to start your studies again 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. and start solving questions and answers. So at least half of the time in your preparation you have to spend time doing a solving questions and answers. So even you start from 6 to midnight, so or even 6:30 or 7, still we are talking about 4 to 5 hours time. So during that time, you should revise your notes and take practice test and also analyze your performance. By doing so, it keeps you your tight schedule, study schedule, and that effectively helps in your preparation. And I'm confident this helps you to pass your exams. So finally, I like to give you some tips and strategies. So as you start progressing your studies, it is very common to forget things. So therefore, use active recall and also have a spaced repetition for better retention. That means repetition, revision of your topic every day for at least 1 hour to 2 hours. When you start in the morning, you will start the revision part of it and then start your study topics. And then make sure that solve 50 to 100 questions daily, and also whatever questions have been wrong or incorrect, to make sure that look at what were the right answers of those questions. And then also for surely Join pharmacy prep courses for motivation and accountability. We have several thousands of students have been trained at pharmacy prep, and they all have been successfully passed their exams. And therefore, if they all have done these exams, I can tell you that you can do that as well. Here, I like to give you a quick, short summary of students who have already passed their exams, and if they all have done it, I can tell you that you can do that as well. So, this is just to give you a quick um, show that um, you can do these exams if you follow all the steps that is being discussed here in the study plan. So therefore, with this information, I'm confident that this study plan followed will help you to successfully pass your exams. So, in finally, how to get success in evaluating exam, to get success to enroll in pharmacy prep courses. To enroll in pharmacy prep courses, please you can visit pharmacyprep.com or subscribe this YouTube channel Pharmacy Prep, or you can post your questions into the description below so that way we can get back to you on that one. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more videos. Until then, see you again.